August market update. My name is Jonathan Campbell, Don Winter Team, eXp Realty. Looking forward to getting you our latest and greatest of what's happening in the market. So let's get started. Ryder, we're here to give you expert advice on anything in housing. And we always come back to the same old thing we start out with, I think, every week. But it's because this is what you're hearing in the news all of the time, every time, is the rates. What is going on with today's mortgage rates? You can see here they're at 7.48%. They've climbed up a little bit over the last couple of weeks. But as you've seen in the previous market updates, I mean, rates are fluctuating between like 6.5 to about 7.5 that you're seeing right now. And they've really remained in that area really over the last 6-7 months. Now, that being said, what I'm really looking forward to is hopefully by the end of the year, I'm seeing a lot of forecasts getting back into like the sixes, that 5.5 to 6% range is really where you see a lot of consumers feeling very comfortable with different things. Because you have to realize, I mean, hey, a lot of sellers that have bought over the last 3-4 years are sitting on 2%, 3%, even 4% interest rates. And that's what they're looking at is like, hey, if I want to go buy another house, am I really willing to pay 7.48% right now? And that's really the question that we're here to answer. And that's what you see a lot of people answering. But that's what we're dealing with right now with our rates. But I also want to show perspective because I see and hear from a lot of consumers and also hear and see from a lot of our top producing agents about just what is happening. And a lot of what they're getting their news from is just the major news outlets. And the problem with that is they're reporting on national numbers all of the time. And as you guys know from following our market updates, real estate is local. And so I'm here to really shatter your fear. And one thing I heard the other day is facts shatter fear. I'm here to give you a perspective on that. So and I'll just kind of preface this with facts versus what was said. And these are from previous market updates I've done, from giving you expert insights that I've heard, from just the national news telling you different things and seeing different things, that prices are going to go down. There'll be a rush of inventory. Well, when we really look at the fact, you can see that in the first bullet point here, is new listings dramatically dropped, causing an inventory shortage. So when we came out of 2020 and 2021, a lot of people were like, oh man, coming out of all the restrictions, like prices are going to go down. And what happened was prices didn't go down because everybody thought that prices were going to go down. There's going to be people rushing to put their house on the market because this is the last time you're going to see these high prices. And that didn't happen. It happened for like a month. And then what happened was listings dramatically dropped, which caused inventory shortages. Another one I heard was there'll be a tsunami of foreclosures. Here's the thing. The reality of it and the fact is that serious delinquencies are actually on a decline. People are still paying their mortgage. People are still not falling into all of that trouble. And then what I've heard a lot is prices will go down slightly. Well, because of inventory shortages, pricing has remained up. And you're going to see that in my Lehigh Valley stuff that I go over. But another perspective that I just want to show you is when I show you prices of homes, you're going to see like a slight decline in prices from the month before. And I brought that up, and you're going to see it on the next chart, but I brought this chart up because the 48-year history, obviously there's not 48 years of history of real estate, but of tracking like price movements. You can see here, especially in the Northeast, there's cyclical times of the year that typically in the winter months, the fall months, homes go down. Pricing goes down a little bit in the spring and in the summer. That's why I always tell people, get your house on the market in the open in the early spring, because this is when you're going to get the best price. Coming in at March, April, May, June, July, August, towards those summer months, it starts to dwindle down a little bit. You see that every single year. It's cyclical like this. Wintertime, one of the worst times to sell as far as like pricing goes. Early spring, early summer, incredible times. And then as it goes down here. Now, that being said, showings. Showings are incredible right now. You can see here, it's basically right in line. It's actually higher than what 2022 average showings were. So people are like, well, all the buyers are gone. Nope, not the case. Showings remain very, very, very strong. It's actually stronger than last year, just below 2021. You can see here, it's on pace with 21, 22. So showings are still happening at a very high rate. Buyers are out there looking. Buyers are still getting mortgages on their properties. It's still very, very, very strong. So let's talk about the local area. Let's talk about the Lehigh Valley, what's happening in there. So percentage of list price received, that means if you put your house on the market at $100,000, on average, you're getting about $102,000 on your offers. So you can see here, offers have remained very strong. Right now, you're still getting over asking price. It dipped down a little bit in those winter months, but remember that cyclical time, not as many people are transacting. When I go back to this thing, not as many people are transacting in those winter months. So that's why you see those dips during that time. But again, July, on average, 102% of list price. Again, it doesn't mean that you should price your home way out of market range. That's not the case. But you can still see very, very strong market from a pricing standpoint. New listings, this is where it continues to stay and remain level flat, is there's been 693 listings that hit the market. That's 21% decline from this time last year, and then another 19% from the year before. So as you see here, there's almost a 40% decline in listings from 2021 of new listings entering the market. So you can see here, that's definitely flattened out. And that's flattened out because of those interest rates. Sellers really say, hey, why do I want to move right now when interest rates are at 7.5%? I'm sitting on a 3 or 4% interest rate. That's one of the reasons why you're seeing that right now. So new listings aren't hitting the market as often as you expect. Yet, because of that, it creates a simple supply and demand issue. Average sales prices at $373,000, just slightly off of where we were at an all-time high in June. And again, if you went back to my graph that I showed you with the prices, come June is usually the highest, and then July starts to come down a little bit. I'm sorry, May and June, it's usually highest. July starts to come down a little bit. August is going to come down a little bit more. So you're going to see month over month prices go down probably slightly in August into September as well. But year to date, prices have gone up 6.1%. And again, I saw many experts saying, hey, prices are going to go down, prices are going down, prices are going down. It's just not the case in the Lehigh Valley. Prices on average went up 6.1%. So you are still sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. So yes, if you are relocating to a different state, if you have an estate sale to sell, you have some sort of burden that's holding you back and you need to sell that home, yes, it makes a lot of sense to sell right now because as you saw there, prices are high and they're going to come down in that winter time. It just naturally will. And then in the springtime, they'll most likely come back up if it will. I mean, we don't know what the inventory is going to be like in the springtime, things like that. But right now, prices are absolutely incredible. Median sales price, same as that kind of story, just slightly off of last month. And then days on market is flatlining, basically. I mean, it was 15 last month. It was 15. So you can still see here, people are transacting. Days on market is still very low. Yes, it's gone up slightly, but basically relatively same, 14, 13, 15. I mean, you're a day or two off of all of the previous years. So you can see here that July basically right in path with everything. And then inventory of homes available, flatlined. Again, on average, people really aren't listing their home right now because of what we've been talking about already. But inventory is down 37% from this time last year, almost at an all-time low. Inventory is very, very hard to come by. That's why prices are remaining very, very stable, if not increasing, and they are, because of the inventory so low. You still have buyer demand, as you saw in that showing time graph, showing you that home buyers are still looking at homes at a pretty good scale. It's just they don't have as many homes to look at. And that's what, again, is keeping prices very, very well. Closed sales are down. They're almost 32% down from last year, over 32% down from last year. And you can see here, definitely lower than last month. So home sales are down. And again, when you don't have that much inventory or that inventory even increasing or going up onto the market, your sales are going to be down. So again, last month, July, 528 homes closed, 596 homes pending. So yeah, pending sales are right in line with what they were last month, basically. Looking good there. But again, not much inventory out there. And the housing affordability index, again, interest rates are high, prices are high, makes it's still all-time low housing affordability. And that just means that when prices are high and interest rates are high, your monthly mortgage payment is going to be a little bit higher historically. Doesn't mean that you still can't get into a great home. It just means that historically it's just low. So we're not going to get out of this home because we just don't know where to go or going to go. So this is our little pitch to you. I mean, we have access to off-market properties. I mean, we're talking to home sellers every single day. We have a huge database of them. We are talking to them all the time. We have access to off-market properties. So if you come to us and say, hey, Jonathan, I want to see what you're looking at or what we're looking at. Here's kind of what we're looking for. We don't really want to put our home in the market. I can at least connect you and say, hey, let's get you into this home in Easton. Let's get you into this home in Bangor. Let's get you into this home in Allentown. We'll help you get into that other home that is possibly off the market or on the market. We have to look at all your options, but possibly off the market. And we have access to inventory like that. So we're constantly talking to homeowners, trying to get them their best solution possible. And then you as the homeowner have to realize you are sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. People need to understand that, I mean, with home prices going up over 40% over the last couple of years, if you had any thoughts, you're looking to maximize the sale of your home, looking to maximize the dollars in your pocket, and you've been sitting on something for like a year or two, just wondering when is the best time to sell. I mean, usually that best time is like now. I mean, it really is because you see prices are continuing to be at that level. But when I go back here, not to freak everybody out when I go through all these slides, this is what you want to pay attention to. So if you're like, hey, I need to get out of this home in the next 6 months, well, contact us, reach out to us, get us to get you all the information on your home because it's just going to go down. It's not going to go down like, I'm not telling you there's going to be a big crash, but it will go down slightly. So it will go down slightly going into these fall and winter months. So make sure you contact us going into these summer months. And then when you contact us, we're going to go over all your options to sell. We're going to get you a cash offer. We're going to get you what would sell for on the open market. We're going to get you access to off-market properties. We're going to give you all the options to sell your home with no strings attached. There's no commitments. There's none of that. We're going to give you all the options to sell. We're going to get you the info that you need. So if all that sounds intriguing, go to the dw-team.com or scan this QR code, get your guaranteed offer, see what your home would go for on the open market. We'll send an expert out, give you all those options to sell, and then hopefully get you the information that you need to sell your home right now. So looking forward to seeing you guys next month. It's going to be September. Most of the kiddos are going to be in school. So looking forward to seeing you guys in September. Hope I can help you in your real estate needs. See ya.